over here. Kick that ladder down, dog. You ain't getting up here. I'm here now, so with damn you. And a lot of times athletes have that same mentality. Yep. Somebody can partake, and maybe it wasn't publicly. Maybe it was a private setting. Now, someone gave you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
From Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City.
What I like most of you, because a lot of times these guys,
AFC Divisional
and it seemed like if it didn't happen in the air that age, it didn't happen. Oh, man, I don't know about that guy, but that guy got 100 or some touchdowns. That guy had 15, 16, 17,000 yards. Oh, you thought they just started playing wide receiver like 30 years ago? I was like, sometimes, not all, there's no such thing as all of every.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And more to do his part of the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2. But this unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
Like we see at tight end, and it gets bigger and bigger and better year after year. So that kudos to you.
Yeah, most definitely. He had
taking time out of your busy schedule and say, you know what, guys, I want to bring you guys together and partake some of the wisdom that I've been given over the years. And maybe
he's going to find his running back. It's complete. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Because that was information they wouldn't have gotten had they not been there.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both weapons doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down.
He's so the first thing they all say, he's so long.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9.
Not as long, but technically sound and savvy. They talked about Denzel Ward.
Looking to throw. He's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be, but still all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Technically sound like he should be in the league already. You look at it, there's no way.
Quinn Miners, 3rd-round pick in 2021, called for a penalty.
If you release inside,
and that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A gain of 3 last play. This time they don't and pick up 6. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
I'm looking at formations. I'm looking at splits. I'm looking at down and distance. I'm looking at area of the field. I'm also looking at
back to throw.
All that.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll be a loss of 8 on the set. And it's going to be a 4th down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play good zone defense behind them when they get their first sack of the contest.
Are good enough to throw a receiver open. So
now fourth down on as the punt team sending this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And he and his team, they're the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes it can be a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Here's Pacheco to begin. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And great field possession coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take it.
Are shown statistically. I'm the greatest run blocker in the history of the NFL.
That is not true.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Sometimes the indicator is
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Yeah.
And all I have to do
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards there at Kansas City first down.
I like how they walk the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
He took pride. He's like, y'all trying to tear my head off when I got the ball in my arms. Right. Now I get an opportunity to peel your cap.
Right.
I'm peeling it all the way back to the white.
Wait a minute. Now you said Hines go physical. Now that's not to take that.
Mahomes going to throw.
Very physical block.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, first down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? First upon our defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very well. It looks like the defense on there. Here's one of you put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, let that down and just finish him off right now, because I think it's hard to give that big advantage away.
You know, you should be able to push the corner and then see that safety creeping down.
They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Stand in the way, hold your arms.
Oh, you got to move because the
See, that's the second time this half they put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of the ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 1st and 10, and they got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Number 4, me. Number 5, Dion. Number 6, Phillip Rivers. Number 7, T.O. Number 8, Suggs. Number 9, Ray Lewis. Number 10, Cortland Sutton.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down for the 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now. It says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
So when I play away,
Pacheco once more. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isiah Pacheco taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So both sides of the football contributing here earlier. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on a short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football. That's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Extra point by Butker is on target. That makes the score 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all total. It's completed by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The level of trash talk, the bravado in which I brought to the game is a little
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
This is the thing. I'm not.
They'll look to throw. It's caught right side.
They know what they be doing. They know I'm not no good DB.
He works it past the 50. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now a throw here to his running back. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
What's up, boy? Where you been at, boy? What they do, twin?
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Broke through some contacts, but unable to reach the 40. Give him 40 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he will have a Broncos first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
He's out running stuff right here.
And 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
What happened to Teddy Bear?
Teddy Bear on the couch.
How did they get him on?
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun.
And
he is caught. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Okay, I got it.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit in the first quarter. Now they're set up 1st and goal.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Don't have a lot of help. He's 4 pounds, though. He's 4 pounds. He'll probably top out at about 6.
Okay, that's cool.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the
touchdown, Broncos? From 6 yards away. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point.
He don't curse.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
I will scream in your ear. No, you won't.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stay on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Yeah, apparently. Cam called us out to think he's a better trash talker. Let's listen to what Cam had to say.
Hi guys, I'm April Davis with Blowout Luxury Matchmaking. Today I wanted to talk about
when it comes to putting these down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
You know what I'm saying? Putting it together.
Quick hitter here. It's
comes down.
It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his crew will take over with a fumble at the 35-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play. And now before the ball changes hands, we're going to take a look at this.
Chadwick Johnson. But they would have had it. Because I'm a good person.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
I don't fight that. I don't talk that. But it's some truth behind everything that I say.
Now a first carry for their fullback.
And I say something more to make your kids happy.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. This one complete, it's Rasheed Rice. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run, 38 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're told to plaster to a receiver, find the nearest one, and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7.
Y'all heard me going back and forth. But this ain't no I don't know who I'm going to talk trash to in the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
I'm going to get it started. I'm going to say something. And I'm going to see, I'm going to keep going until I
will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Pat Surtain.
they thought somebody else wanted to do it. Yeah. Oh, that's when I turned the hell in.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I play video games in the real life. It's how I pay my bills. That's why I don't understand when they come at me and talk about beating me in the video game. What you talking about?
My life is
right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold it to just a yard.
You know, I mean, the only thing I probably
2nd and 9 now.
Oh, that was the pick.
That'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Good signal calls will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But in that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Powering forward.
That's unbelievable.
Running, but he's still going to be about a yard short.
That's like he automatically get a first.
It'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he had a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
You got to show me. You got to show me. You got to show me.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left for distance. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
On 1st down, Mahomes. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And he'll be stopped at his tracks right at the 33. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs.
That's what I do when it comes to
completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 24 now, here's 2nd in the yard.
Oh, wait. You ain't got to catch him nowhere.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
You ain't no real true player. Hey, I'm a shark.
Operating from the red zone now,
They call
Mahomes.
me when somebody can pull hard, I think they could.
This throw caught right around the 6.
The
The Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
This is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running point for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Yep. He said there were points in Chad's career that you had to go out there and tell him what to do because he couldn't get open to save his life. He couldn't get open against every guy.
Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard that time. Second and goal.
Good work there. Hold them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Do it every single day. You do it for 4 quarters.
From the 2 now. Second and goal.
Ocho.
You know what they get? Child, please.
They hand off to the big tight end. And he will take it all in for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Fans of old school football, they got to be loving this part. All 3 drives so far have ended in a touchdown and all 3 on the ground.
And when you say fans of old school football, count me in, because you just don't see ground games dominate the scoring by pounding the rock like this anymore. To me, this is refreshing.
Extra point by Bunker is on target, and it's now 21-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Everyone's situation is different. Well, everyone's situation is different. Yeah. Stuff like that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Bunker on to kick it away.
What they did, based on other people's situations, were different. You know,
and this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver's offense ready to go again. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know why we brought up. I don't
come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Get gas, and I'm going with the book. Like,
they're going to look to throw. Throwing the outright incomplete. It's Daniels. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their confidence. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard to the 43.
Sometimes you have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimum gain of 2.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. Used to call the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
I got kids. I got grandkids. I'm not finna go
over the middle. It's complete. He's into space past the 25, and he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play that time on the catch and run, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
Oh man, yes.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they have a fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him too. That makes things really difficult.
I see what you're saying.
2nd and 10.
I know, but that's my thing, is that sometimes we get caught up and talk about what we used to do.
Back to throw here.
Talk to me. What you doing now?
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Okay.
Keanu Benton, the one who got in to bury him.
What you did.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it outfield.
Because he was pissed at Ocho for saying that he could beat Travis in a one-on matchup 10 out of 10 times. Why is that?
So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long. Affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, he can shake it off. He's riding high again.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So he played 15 seasons.
Isiah Pacheco, the offense back out. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Because everything starts up here in the mind. So everybody comes with it regardless of what's
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
I feel like they beat them.
50 yards rushing for him now, as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And this one not going anywhere. They give it to 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
We walking, we get up out of bed, we get our right mind, blood running warm in my veins.
Wait a minute. See, this is the thing about it. One thing about the wide receiver camp,
second and 9 from the 44.
I'm not just talking. I'm not just saying what it should look like.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. This is going to be another first down as they make the tackle at the Broncos 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 30-yard line. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle. This D has got to be priority 1.
Yeah, but obviously we know he's going to go with it.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back into 32. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash.
So I thought that was the objective. Because people make it seem like Aaron Rodgers did not have good teams. Go back and look at the receivers that he had. Go back and look at the receivers that he had, and go back and look at, do you believe the last 3 Super Bowls?
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this will remain an 11-point spread.
With Greg Jennings, with Donald Driver, with James Jones, with Jermichael Friendly. So do you believe he can take that group that Patrick Mahomes took?
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker try on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A huge play there for Denver. And even 50 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down. Touchdown.
Wandale Robinson. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-17.
The man got beat by Jimmy G.
Hey, hold on. Jimmy G had a nice squad around him now. He had a nice squad around him, and all Jimmy G had to do, Jimmy, don't mess it up.
I tell you what.
Take the ball. Don't mess it up.
Give Patrick Mahomes that squad. Give Patrick, okay, if I give Patrick Mahomes that squad, what you think? You think Aaron Rodgers beat Patrick? He gonna beat Patrick Mahomes with that squad? Because you say Jimmy G.
Yeah, no. You put Mahomes around any team. Yes.
Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Elevates everyone else around him because he's just that good. Not only physically.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Now this Chiefs offense is set to go again. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Second and 5.
That came out to be done. The thing is that
McCaffrey running up the middle.
Can you do?
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Can you get your offense the ball back? Can you not let them flip the field? You got them backed up. Can you make them stay there and not flip the field? Get the ball in midfield and then run it and pin you down inside the 5. Can you do that? Aaron Rodgers has 4 regular season MVPs, 1 Super Bowl.
From midfield, here's Mahomes.
That's Mahomes. Has 2 Super Bowl. Has 2
now
MVPs.
He's forced out
3
right.
Super Bowl MVPs.
Now a leaping catch. He's got it.
And you're saying, now let me sink in.
And he's
Man is
corralled
already
now
been
before getting it inside the 35. Mahomes now on first down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Second down and 3. Mahomes now to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. They're going to have a first down and also well into field goal range, all the way down to the 15 here.
So in other words, he's saying Aaron was one of the top to do it, but Patrick isn't. That's what he said. He said, I think Aaron Rodgers in his prime was one of the top to ever do it. So what his word said, if Patrick Mahomes is coming out of his prime, he wasn't one of the top to ever do it. So from 23 to 39, he goes to 5 Super Bowls, wins 3 MVPs, 2 regular season MVPs,
again, they'll throw with Mahomes,
and a 50 touchdown season.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here's second and 10.
On August 1st, see Nissan like never before. Now, we got this right.
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Double check that. Well, I would take Aaron.
And he's got it. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the run.
Patrick Mahomes is just entering out of his prime, I think. So you think Patrick Mahomes is out of his prime now, would you?
Yeah, I don't know, but obviously Ben
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
That's where he's picking.
Now here's Mahomes.
Instead of
I think touchdown,
Kansas City.
So you know you see that kind of
there as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point by Broncos on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Not everybody is working out in 30 men.
Dang.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, that's my first time you want to train.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
No gain on the play there, second down. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
So basically, you want your quarterback to have a dad bod.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This fourth and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. We'll begin up at...
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
Like I said, Chad, y'all know me.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. A fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the running a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game. And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back that feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
The 75th anniversary team.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
Out
to Jefferson, and he's got it. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Whatever the discussions were at that time to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
Off the top of my head, I can't remember. I think Johnny Unitas.
1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
It's not cool about the game in there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
See, and that's the problem.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isiah Pacheco with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to slow out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now.
And you have to pander towards the end. It's like being an actor. And knowing that you have great moves.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
That doesn't take away none of the work that you've already done. That's set in stone.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
I look at it like Denzel. Denzel is one.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
But if Denzel didn't win any awards, does that make me think that Denzel isn't a great actor?
They'll give to the fullback on the dime.
Yes, because I saw him
leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage with the big man setting the tone physically.
I saw him live in New York.
Second and 1.
Yes.
And never forget a line.
The kicker here is complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 yards there, and the Denver first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the middle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On again, this is their fullback. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. From the 48-yard line, here's the second and 5.
I saw it. So even if he didn't win the award,
that's complete to Robinson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Then what you've done is not valid. Well, that's just not the case.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again.
It's okay to have a great understanding.
And he's brought down after a very nice game. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Our eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't, because he's big, strong.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Damn, bro.
Rondell Robinson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
He played that. He played it.
Denzel has
Extra point up and through. And that'll make us now an 11-point deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The ball back to the Chiefs and Isiah Pacheco. They'll be looking to get in the end zone again. And the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air. Yeah. I've got to slow down the running.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if we can heat up the game.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
If there's a way
Here comes
to
third
get
and the length of the football.
I think you have to have a way to have more bye weeks. Spread it out.
They'll try and run for this for Lakers. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
So there's a way to get 18 games. I'm not a big fan of it. There's a way.
I don't know about you,
got to
almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward to get the first down.
Agree to it, or we'll lock your ass out.
Pass hauled in downfield.
And we can go long.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And really good coming back.
28 yards.
I like where this offense is going. I like what they're thinking because they want to spread the wealth, move the ball around, and they decide to get the fullback involved in these pass patterns as well. Normally, 2-yard hitch or a little flare out of the backfield. But this time, they sent him downfield. He's able to make a big play.
Rolling to his right. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 25, here's 2nd down at a yard.
Ocho, think about it now. You're already the second
They give up the middle to Akers. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
And then, you know what, the whole thing is shorter and shorter. But obviously, this is money. This is all about money.
So that time they got the left guard with a hole.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. They're all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a nice job for working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there. You want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
See how quick they went from 17 to 18? Think about how long it took them to go from
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
From 14 to 16, and from 16 to 17.
Here's Pacheco. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding it at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to tough it up and keep them out of the end zone.
They'll try again, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isiah Pacheco saving his best for the Broncos with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are able to widen their advantage. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now. Good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
The AFC package or the Sunday night package, you don't want to be streaming services. Hey, don't be surprised, because I'm telling you what they got. They got unlimited resources.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
We got to get back into it. But I'm telling you what's going to happen. I'm telling you what's going to happen.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Keanu Britton picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally was shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Everybody get a check cut for $300 million. 300 plus. And I ain't sold no chicken. I ain't sold no concession. I ain't sold no parking. I haven't sold local TV.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
And guess what they have so far? The Olympics, that's what the opening ceremony is going to be held.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
The World Cup.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Man.
Hey, stand, right? Stand, making a stand.
That's pulled in at the 32.
Huh? Yeah. That's for the whole thing. You got on your building.
A nice job getting free on a return for 13 yards. It's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. Here's 2nd and 3.
And no Beyonce. I do not. I ain't even know you, man. Don't even know. I know.
Here's Pacheco once again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. In motion left goes a tight end. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw. That's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting it.
They're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, Paul?
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rasheed Rice, 28 yards. And the Chiefs get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
So, man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Fire, beware. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they open the lead up now to 25. That time a 6-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. They'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
And he is going to have a Broncos first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And with the scoreboard against them here in the 4th quarter, this was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there finding a way to get open, and a really nice throw. That sets them up with 1st and goal.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 6 yards away.
And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And Kansas City's offense now set, ready to go.
And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Mahomes going to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
137 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41.
St. Brown in motion right.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Give that sack to Kobe Dean. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Flush to his right. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Shreds the tackle, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Let's go. Let's do it. After review of the play.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Mahomes takes it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Chiefs are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and they open the lead up now to 25. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. And coming out now, the Broncos. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Trey Hendrickson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now here's a throw that's complete. There he goes, left side. Still going. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. A 10-play drive that time. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
3rd and 4. They'll go again here with Akers. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. The Chiefs going to play on another week as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.